What does a monthly budget look like in Cairo?
So let's say you are going to make $3,000 a month. So first of all, our salary, actually a third of that would come in LE, which is the Egyptian currency, the Egyptian pound. So 1,000 of that dollars would equal 17,000 LE. 17,000 LE pretty much covers, which is $1,000, pretty much covers my day-to-day expenses for the month. Plus, it can cover, for example, the rental of my car. The rental of my car is 3,300 LE, which is just a little less than $200 per month, which most people I think would consider very cheap for renting a car for the entire month. Gasoline used to be really cheap. It's still cheap. I can fill my tank up with gasoline for less than $15, for example. Electricity also used to be really cheap, but it's not as cheap as anymore. But still, you're looking at maximum $100 a month for electricity, which still isn't bad. And that's pretty much when you're running your air conditioner. There are other things like your gas bill. Egypt has a lot of natural gas. Your gas bill would literally be like $1 or $2 a month. And that's what you're going to use for your water heater. But your stoves and all that will run off gas, and that's just really cheap. Things when you go to the grocery store can be cheap, like a bottle of water is basically 3 LE, which in American dollars would be like 15 cents. So that same thing that you pay $1 for in the United States, you pay 15 cents for here. Imported items are obviously going to be more expensive. We do a combination, I would say, of both imported and local products. And so our grocery bill per month, I would say, come in just under $200 per week. We go out to eat probably a couple times a week. Going out to eat can be $30 to $40 at a good restaurants for a family, me, my wife, and my child, which again, I think is quite reasonable. I think in the United States, you could almost eat at McDonald's in New York for that. Phone is, you can do it a couple ways. You can do the pay as you go. And then if you don't use your phone much, you could literally go an entire year for $50. If you don't use like your Wi-Fi access and all that, you can also pay a monthly payment, which would be about $25, and then you get like the whole package with internet, what they call the internet bundle, and pretty much unlimited calls and texts. Your internet is going to be, the internet's not always great in Cairo, but it is cheaper than what you would pay in the States. And so I think, again, you're going to pay about 20 to 30 bucks a month for internet. And rent, you can actually get a fairly nice apartment in Egypt, I would say, for between $500 to $800 per month, which again, for a big city, I think that's a pretty good rent. And the apartment's going to be nice and big. For $500 to $800, you can get 120 to 140 to 150 square meters. You go a little bit more than that, you get a little over 1,000, like 1,200 to 1,500. You can pretty much get almost a villa for rent here in Cairo.